Unscripted.
This was really cool news to see, and I think a lot of people are going to be really excited about it. You know, for me, when I see this, I think that it's something really cool to be excited about. First of all, I want to say that it really does go to show that Sony knew what they were doing, A, when they made the PlayStation 5, and B, they really kind of overstated or understated the capabilities of the machine, like right from the beginning. I don't know why they weren't talking it up. Maybe because technically on paper they didn't have, quote, the most powerful console, but as far as I can tell, we get information like this, and it really just kind of blows you away that, hey man, they might not have the most powerful console on paper, but this thing is a pure beast of a console regardless, and it's doing things that people thought maybe that they weren't capable of doing in the past. So yeah, that's something that I think is just absolutely incredible and amazing to see and to kind of think about. So yeah, definitely awesome to see how this kind of went. And you know what, I also think that it's pretty cool to see that fans are kind of coming to realize this. It's just one of those things that kind of makes everybody kind of happy, and it just kind of makes things come together. Let's just be real, things coming together and people getting excited, and I think that's the thing that really kind of sets everything apart from one another. You know what I mean? We get this great kind of news from Sony, and just in general, I feel like things are really kind of coming together, and I love to see that. So this is really cool to see, and makes me very excited to see this as well, and I'm sure a lot of you are going to be excited about it as well. So we might as well get started, shall we? What's up, everybody? Crapgamer here with CrapgamerReviews, back with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I really do appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate that as well. It helps out the channel, and that means a lot to me personally. If you're looking for a way to help out my little crappy channel, the best way to do it is a simple like. It goes a long way. Really do appreciate that. So again, I just think that this is a really cool thing. I love doing YouTube. I love just having fun talking about video games. It's a passion of mine, and it just means a lot to me that you guys kind of join in and have a good time with that as well. So thank you, and shout out to all the old subscribers, new subscribers, and everybody in between. You are amazing, so thank you guys very much. And it is super awesome that you guys are out here supporting me after all this time, because trust me, it's just one of those things. Without all the support and all the love and stuff like that, I don't know, obviously I wouldn't be doing this, and it's a fun thing, and I love doing it, and it's just one of those things that I just absolutely treasure, and just I don't take it for granted, because at any time it could stop. So it's just one of those things. But at the end of the day, I'm still doing this, and it's fun, and I enjoy it, and I just really want to say thank you, and that I appreciate you. I know a lot of YouTubers probably don't really give a crap either way about people that watch or fans or whatever, but I certainly do, and it means the world to me that you guys rock out with me. So thank you guys very, very much. With that being said, let's jump right into what we have, because I feel like this is something that a lot of people are going to be talking about. There was a lot of comparisons made to the PlayStation 5 and what kind of PC components and stuff that it is very similar to. Digital Foundry runs a Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War PlayStation 5 versus PC. They did a settings and performance analysis, which I thought was really, really cool. So how powerful are the next-gen consoles, particularly the PlayStation 5? They started to answer the question by looking at Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but with the implementation of ray tracing, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War is another fascinating test case for the company, and the answers are very surprising as they bring us the lowdown of exactly what's going to happen. And I'm actually going to go ahead and link this in the description so you guys can check it out. I always implore you guys to kind of check out the what's going on with these, because anybody can kind of give you a source or whatever, but I'd like to make sure that it's clear and concise, that this is where it's coming from, and I do that with every video, so it's very important that you guys check that out. So here we go. The volumetric lighting setting controls the resolution of lit volumetric fog in the game, where the PS5 is closest to PC's settings. Water tessellation controls the displacement of water, offering up more detail, and this is turned off on PlayStation 5. Other features are engaged though. Motion blur on PS5 is equivalent to the PC game with its all settings, yet has fewer samples in motion than the closest high quality level. Meanwhile, texture quality on PS5 is equivalent to PC's maxed out settings. settings as long as the high quality texture pack is installed. So again, you have high quality maxed out settings on PC in terms of texture quality, which is super important. I think that that's really awesome. I think that this is something that a lot of people are probably looking forward to the most. This is one of the big upsells of next generations is, hey, we're going to be able to do, this kind of stuff, these big texture. That was the big improvement, because if you remember, the PS4 Pro wasn't able to really do the big 4K texture packs and stuff like that, whereas the Xbox One X could, and it left some games looking incredibly better on a handful of games anyway, on the Xbox One X. But ray tracing settings are intriguing. It's supported on the PlayStation 5 in the form of ray trace shadows, but they discovered even when enabled, ray tracing isn't present throughout the game. For example, there's one mission on the console where it doesn't use it at all, presumably because the nature of the content is just too taxing to make an effect viable with the target 60 frames per second. Memory usage on ray tracing is also significant, which may offer one reason why the Series S does not feature ray tracing at all. And another aspect to factor in is the additional CPU burden. Ray tracing requires a structure which is effectively a copy of scene of geometry, blah blah blah. However, there is a set piece of interesting anomaly on PlayStation 5. It seems DRS is disabled, and all the pixel counts suggest native 4K rendering throughout. And yes, performance can't sustain a full 60 frames as a consequence, hitting some low spots as well, but our best shot at directly stacking a console versus PC. So there's a very important caveat in favor of it. The lower precision effects buffer on PS5, which they can't replicate on PC, and where we can't even begin to measure the possibility of performance penalties on GPU. So it's basically what they're kind of do. Regardless, the top end, an RTX 3090 delivers an 81.2% boost of performance in this segment of equivalent settings, while an RTX 3070 is just 8.6% faster. An RTX 2070 Super can't match PlayStation 5. In fact, is 20% slower on AMD's side of things. They found the RX 6800 XT result to be off the pace. It has 72 compute units versus 36 inside the PlayStation 5. It's based on the same architecture, and clock speeds are broadly evident, yet it delivered just 29.4% of the extra performance. Whether it's an optimization issue or a driver issue, they expected more. So yeah, this is really cool to actually see the PS5 performance nearly as fast as an RTX 3070 RX 6800, which is very, very impressive. Especially, again, I point this out significantly time after time. You can buy a PlayStation 5 digital for $399, and that includes that beastly controller. And once you use that controller, there's no going back. Trust me when I say that. There is absolutely no going back to other controllers. They just don't feel right. And so for the fact of the matter is that they're able to sort of get this out there and have this console that's matching up to an RTX 3070, just about. I think that that's phenomenal. That's absolutely mind-blowing to see that. And this isn't a thing on Microsoft. It's not about Microsoft at all. But man, when you think about it, it's just really, really impressive stuff, and it's really just amazing stuff to be able to see that from a $400 console. And I think that's where Sony really sort of did their best job going forward. You know what I mean? This is something that I think they should stick a feather in their cap. It really just goes how to show it, and the fact that they're stacking a PS5 versus a PC. And I don't know that we've seen that happen so much with the Xbox as well, but it is definitely awesome to see how the PS5 is stacking up to the new GPUs, especially on a game like Call of Duty, which can be a little bit erratic at times, right? So I can remember when everybody was talking about 10 teraflops, and 10.3 teraflops was doom and gloom for the PlayStation 5, and it was all over, and it couldn't match the mighty Xbox Series X. And here it is. There it is. And the funny thing is, I'm like, you're reading some comments and stuff, and there people are asking a legitimate question, like, is there a reason why the Series X isn't being used at all in these comparisons against PC, given that it's supposed to be powerful? And just absolutely incredible to see that we're seeing more of this. Honestly, the only answer that I can come to a realization of is only one system. Maybe it's a little bit disappointing to them. Maybe the Xbox Series X, you know what I mean? Maybe nobody has it. Maybe it's not worth there to sort of go out there and do that. But I think Mark Cerny clearly delivered Mark Cerny delivered exactly what fans wanted. Mark Cerny delivered what Sony wanted, and they have this fantastic console that's out there over delivering on their promises, which their promises weren't even like huge or anything. You know what I mean? That's the funny part about this whole situation is we're in a situation where the promises are kind of met at an early stage, and that's pretty weird to see that actually happen. So going to be very interesting to see where the rest of this generation takes us. I can't wait to sort of see that for myself as well. I'm looking forward to it, and then I just hope that everybody kind of is there for the ride, because this is really cool stuff. Like I said, I'm going to link this and you guys can check it out. Thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. It means the world to me. Have a fantastic day. Rack 'em up. Game on, my friends. Game on. Crapgamer out.
Unscripted.